Welcome to a very special edition of Not in the News to celebrate the amazing book, The Legacy of Love. This was inspired by Lynn Chitty, who wanted to create a book that was a celebration of kindness and compassion, to draw people into the very soul of nature and to be inspired by the stories of those who are passionate about ending cruelty and those who provide an environment where animals and people can thrive together. She hopes that this book will inspire other people to get involved and is dedicated to all those who have gone before us in the journey into animal welfare and all those who are going to come after us. The book was launched at the Nature in Art Museum, Gloucestershire in September 2021, and all links for the book, organisations, peoples and charities featured in this video will be listed below. My involvement started when I was lucky enough to win the competition and have a poem published inside this amazing book. And so, moving 6 months on, Lynn and I decided that we could combine our enthusiasm for fundraising, our love of animals, and the enjoyment and passion for the book together to take the book and its story on tour around different parts of the south of England. So, along with my friend Nikki, we combined a trip that was going to last 3 days in June to share with many people the work of the charities and some of the supporters that are included in the book. We were very lucky to start the trip at the Mare and Foal Sanctuary in Newton Abbot. At the Mare and Foal Sanctuary, they receive horses and ponies with many different needs, and while some of them will live out their days at the sanctuary, many with the right care and training will go on to new homes and fulfilling lives. We were made to feel very welcome as Honeysuckle Farm opened their doors specially for us for our launch event. There are 4 main yards associated with Mare and Foal Sanctuary, and they have special open days at all of them during the year. So do please check out their website to see which location is opening on which days. We had an amazing tour of the site, learning so much about the work they do there and the care and welfare of the horses and ponies that they have. At the moment, they have 631 rescued horses and ponies in their care, and in fact they rely totally on donations and legacy gifts to carry out this amazing work. For somebody like myself who has no experience of horses and ponies, it was absolutely fascinating learning about diseases such as strangles, learning about feral ponies that you might find on Dartmoor, and some of the issues and healthcare that they need when they take them in. It is an amazing charity in that they also have, a no guilt policy. So anybody that has got questions or horses, ponies in their care that they can no longer support for many, many reasons, please do reach out to what is an awesome team and charity based down in Newton Abbot. Now, our launch event wasn't just to share the amazing work that the Mare and Foal Sanctuary actually do, but also to showcase the Legacy of Love book and to celebrate one of the patrons of the sanctuary, John Nettles, who actually came along and did an amazing book signing for us, which was a fantastic opportunity. He's an amazing gentleman, and a huge thank you to John for taking the time to spend the morning with us on the tour and with the book signing. And who doesn't like to finish with a cream tea? So here we are, just leaving the Mare and Foal Sanctuary after the most amazing morning with John Nettles and seeing all the incredible work that they do at the sanctuary. More photographs to be posted later on today and a video just explaining all the great work that they do. We're now heading towards Nick Mackman, super sculptor, and looking forward to sharing you the things that she does in her studio. Nick was an amazing host, sharing with us a lot of information about firing techniques, and also her love of animals and her experiences with travel. We had a great afternoon looking around her studio at the amazing work that she does. And here we have an example of Nick showing us Raku, where the sculptures are taken out of the kiln while they're still glowing red hot and placed in a material that's naturally combustible. In this case, it's sawdust, and then that will give the glaze a variety of colours.
See, his face is starting to come out.
Oh, wow. Good morning and welcome to day 2 of the Legacy of Love on tour, and here we are at the wonderful Nature and Art Museum, Twigworth near Gloucestershire, where we have a family fun day for everybody to enjoy. So I'm going to just take you on a little tour of what's available today, and hopefully you will come and join us. So we have games in the garden. And as well as being able to visit the museum and the exhibition, we have an artist in residence, and we've also got charity stalls inside the education block. So we do hope that loads of you will come down and visit us today. We have the David Shepherd stall, Nature and Art fundraising tombola, Animal Asia are here, Julie Askew's here promoting her Lifeline project. We also have Nowzad with some amazing merchandise, which is absolutely fantastic. You get the opportunity to colour in a work of art, which is in the exhibition, actually in the museum itself, or have a go at completing our amazing jigsaw. And finally, there is a treasure trail around the garden.
To everybody who supports the Legacy of Love book, especially to Amanda and Lynn and the whole team who are undertaking some wonderful fundraising activities this weekend. Myself, Georgina Lamb, and the whole team at the David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation wish you luck on this weekend's fundraising activities and encourage everybody to go out and buy a copy of this wonderful, beautiful, emotive book about wildlife conservation, which includes stories, anecdotes, and incredible insights into the wonderful world of wildlife. We are very proud to be a recipient of some of the funds which are generated from the sales, and are hugely grateful to the whole Legacy of Love team. Good luck this weekend, and we'll be thinking of you.
So day 3 was a 4-mile walk from the David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation offices in Shalford to the Main Chance charity based at Compton. The team set off at 11 o'clock from Shalford. The weather was a little breezy, but was dry and warm, so that was super. We headed off across Shalford Common and through the amazing water meadows, and had a brief coffee stop at the top of St Catherine's Hill, which actually gives you some great views. We then joined the North Downs Way and headed through some really lovely countryside before we appeared at our halfway point, ready for our lunch. At this point, we were joined by Barry, who was coming from the other direction, having checked out the route. This is a photo of almost all of us, because obviously there is one person missing who is taking the photograph. But we had a nice picnic lunch before we were ready to head off towards Compton. The North Downs Way is definitely a path worth strolling along, and we continued the second half enjoying the scenery as much as the first. A huge thank you goes to Eleanor and Dylan, who had pre-checked out the route for us, which took us past the Watts Artist Village when we were very close to reaching our destination, Main Chance at Compton. And a thank you to Luna and Sarah, who came down from London to join us on our walk. And so we finished our amazing 3-day trip at the Main Chance Sanctuary at Compton, where the lovely Jenny Seagrove welcomed us, explained how the charity had started, and that their mission is to rescue and rehabilitate abused, abandoned and old horses while integrating them into the local community. The Main Chance Sanctuary has a real gentleness and quiet quality about it, and very much about the horses that will stay with them. This is their forever home now that they have been rescued. And because they have clearly suffered abuse, neglect or abandonment, they seem to understand how difficult it is for others. So, feeling safe, loved and cared for at the sanctuary means that they give themselves so generously to all the visitors that do go there. And there are many of their visitors who need just that little bit of extra support and seemingly understanding from the horses themselves. Again, Main Chance Sanctuary couldn't actually manage without the support and the donations that they receive from the members of the public. So please do consider looking closer at their charity online, where you will also find their open Sunday dates, which you can book to come along to and see. So the Legacy of Love on tour was all about promoting some of the charities that feature in that amazing book. While I've had opportunities to share with you information about two great horse and pony charities that started and finished our lovely 3 days, I haven't had the opportunity to share with you information about some of the other charities that we supported along the way. So now this is my opportunity to do so. As many of you who have followed my YouTube channel in the past will know, the David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation is in fact very close to my heart, and I was able to fundraise both at the Family Fun Day at Nature in Art and also during the walk from the offices to the Main Chance Sanctuary on the final day. But for those of you that don't know about the David Shepherd Wildlife Foundation, it is based on the heritage that comes with David Shepherd, the wildlife artist, and his amazing pictures. And therefore, through the art of survival, their vision is to fight, protect and engage on behalf of endangered wildlife around the world. This involves fighting wildlife crime through ranger empowerment or law enforcement, to protect the species in their natural habitats and defending key environmental landscapes, and also to engage very importantly with the local communities and in fact international audiences across the world, both on a education and a policies level as well. So if this is something you might be interested in, the 8 core species are supported through ground-based partners in countries across Africa and Asia, and their website details will come up at the end of this PowerPoint. Nature in Art, a museum and gallery based near Gloucester, features in the Legacy of Love book and was kind enough to host our second day, which was a family fun day at their museum and in their wonderful grounds. It's a great opportunity to have some quiet time out of the hustle and bustle of everyday life, to see some amazing works of art, and also to visit a artist in residence and enjoy their super coffee shop. So if this is something that you are interested in, please do check out the details at the end of this video. Now, there was a great fundraising team supporting Nowzad at our Family Fun Day in Nature in Art. and it's a great opportunity to perhaps encourage you to find out a little bit more about this charity, which has been supporting work in Afghanistan and now in Ukraine. The charity wishes to relieve the suffering of many animals, including companion animals, working equines, stray, abandoned cats and dogs, donkeys, and where possible, provide and maintain rehabilitation or education centres or rescue centres, enabling the care and treatment of these animals who don't have any voice except for ours. So I can only encourage you to find out more about this charity. So as you can see from this picture, the Lifeline project is very much a collaboration of many different aspects of animal interests, whether it's conservationists, artists, filmmakers, scientists, educators. And this is very much what Julie Askew, as an artist, has done, is to bring collaboration together, covering many different aspects, whether it's media, whether it's science and the art, and producing some really useful resources for schools looking at the environmental and eco issues. And so we come to Animals Asia, last but by no means least. A charity dedicated to ending bear bile farming and to ensure that the bears rescued are given a forever home in which they have plenty of space, plenty of company and plenty of care to end their days. They are also involved in cat and dog welfare and also other issues regarding captive animals. I can't begin to do justice to the amazing charities, individuals that have taken part in the Legacy of Love book and the passion of which they convey through their words. All I can ask of you is that you do check out any of these websites if you are at all interested in the little snippets that you have seen while watching this video. And I do hope that you will continue to support the wonderful work that they all do in order to make our world a better place for humans and animals to live alongside together.